CFR Network, CFR Sports, UFC 279. Breaking news of sorts. We have heard over the last 3 days of press conferences, strange press conferences with only two people showing up because of brawls backstage and all kind of madness. No footage has been released of said brawls. And then we fast forward, and then we hear of another altercation. Actually, saying that, no, I stand corrected. There was footage of um, an interaction or an exchange with um, Till and the Trailblazer. Nothing physical, but there was some kind of interaction there. But we hear of some kind of mass brawl taking place with teep kicks, I'm hearing, and all kind of stuff transpiring. Also, Khamzat Chimaev weighs in 7.5 pounds overweight for the main event. Hmm, interesting. Does he have a pre-existing injury where he wasn't able to train and to lose the weights necessary to make the contracted bout? Disappointed. We need more clarity. Um, this also highlights something that I have spoken of many a times. This weight cutting malarkey, this sanctioned cheating. If this dude's walking around at 200 odd pounds, he shouldn't be able to cut more than 10 pounds of his body weight. This is what all athletes should be doing. Forget this unhealthy weight cutting folly. And let's fast forward. Okay, so now we have, as you can see, Diaz versus Ferguson, the fight they should have made in the damn first place. Kevin Holland is now taking on Chimaev. Lee is taking on Rodriguez. Lee weighed in at 171 pounds. Rodriguez, D-Rod, he weighed in. I'm sure his fight was at 185, wasn't it? Yeah, 185s. So he's coming in 10 pounds on the scale, at least heavier than his opponent. How has the commission sanctioned that, even if it's at a catch weight? I mean, even if Lee obviously, does his things and most fighters balloon back up to their natural kind of weight or close to it on the actual day of the fights, he's not going to be he's probably going to be what, maybe 190 or something like that. And D-Rod's going to be 200 pounds potentially plus. That seems quite unfair. Now, what's also happening because of the weight loss of Chimaev. First implications are the UFC ain't going to be happy with that main event. He manicured this whole event for, in essence, if I can get my damn words out, a public execution of Diaz. Because let's be honest, Nate didn't have much of a chance to win this fight. He's very durable. I thought it may have been a TKO finish, submission, or stops due to cuts. I wasn't really necessarily. I wanted Nate to win. Chances were very slim. Uh Massive, massive, massive shake up. And then we look at the co-main event, which should have been El Kukui, People's Champ, taking on a heavy puncher in Lee Jingliang. Ferguson is a better fighter. He's obviously now moving up to 170, which I think was a good move. Some are questioning that. I'm questioning how quick he's coming back, most definitely after that vicious KO. When he did indeed win the first round very impressively. We were seeing the old Al Kukui coming back. So I was concerned in regards to the initial matchup in regards to the Lee fight. Now everything has been switched around. We have a more appropriate fight, which should have been made, as many have said years ago. Nate Diaz taking on Tony El Ferguson. Had to happen. It's going down. I think this is a fight for Tony to win. I think it's going to be a good back and forth, but I think Tony has more than enough tools in the arsenal to defeat Nate Diaz. Um, Even Dana White said, yeah, this is, Nate's last fight before he leaves the UFC. So clearly, some conversations have been taking place. And it's very contradictory because on one side you hear Diaz complaining, you've had all the tweets, I want to fight and all this kind of stuff, then they throw him to the lions so you know Khamzat can get a win and catapult him up to potentially, get a title shot. And then we hear Nate multiple times saying, UFC is cool, they're gangsters and all that, and it's a mafia racketeering scheme, and they've got me over a barrel, and they only paid me like £16,000 or dollars even pre-tax before fighting McGregor. You know, even though the Nate Diaz has made UFC a considerable amount of money, multiple millions, potentially even a billion plus in regards to the huge fights he has been in. So it was quite as many people. I didn't hear many other people saying, "Yeah, this Khamzat fight was a good thing for Nate." Um, it's as I say, it's just topsy turvy. I want to fight for the UFC, after this, and but I want a bit more freedom, and it's just weird. It's a weird situation. I think personally, this should be indeed Nate's last fight. He should sail off into the sunset and just be behind the scenes, do his MMA promotion, forget the fighting thing. He's had, as many of these fighters, had more than enough concussive blows to the head, and all the rest of the stuff. So yeah, get your money, Nate. Sail off. I don't think you're gonna win this, unfortunately. You never know because this is mixed martial arts, and that's why we love the sport so much. Kevin Holland, this is going to be a tough one for him. Um, if Hamzat comes in and does what he's supposed to do, which is just, physically exert his will and pressure and wrestle, most importantly, he will get this done, I would say, pretty quickly. Second, potentially even third round. If Kevin can keep this at a distance, use his reach, bring him into the third, fourth round, this is Kevin Holland's fight to win. We could again, because this is mixed martial arts, he could catch him with one of those check hooks, and knock him down real quick, or do a jacare and do something crazy whilst he's on the bottom. So there's options, but I think Hamzat has definitely got this. Rodriguez, Lee's got an uphill battle in regards to the weight. He's at a major disadvantage. Major disadvantage. He's got the power. Rodriguez, D-Rock. D-Rock? D something. D-Rock? Yeah. He's a better, I would say, all-around fighter. All three fights, bouts on this now improved UFC 179 has got people a lot more interested. A lot more interested. Is it going to be Tony time? Both fighters in the main event are coming off multiple defeats. I think 170 could be and should be indeed the people's champs home now. The weight cut in Malarkey to 155 now. I think we're going to see a surprising and different fight in this one. Give me your thoughts, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend. Who you got?